My cousin was murdered a couple months before this incident. It was a weed deal gone wrong. He was set up and they unloaded on him and he didn't make it. It devastated me. My cousin and I were very close. I considered him one of my best friends. I was angry, very angry, and I wanted revenge. And I wanted it immediately. This goes to show you how unstable my decision-making process was. Also, being very sick, underweight, and constantly dehydrated didn't help. I was basically one of the worst versions of myself. The first floor of the trap house was also occupied by another guy who lived in the back. We both shared a bathroom and we both were addicts, who on most nights would attract a cast of very undesirable characters, one being a member of a 1% motorcycle club, a sergeant of arms to be exact. I want to say this is no shade to 1% clubs. Believe it or not, I never had a bad experience with a 1%er, and the ones I did know were very respectful. And there were stand-up guys that I never had problems with. But this guy was a problem, and another horrible decision made on my part. Let's call him Peter. Peter would spend nights trying to recruit me, which I always refused. We did some business together, nothing big, mostly small narcotic stuff. After my cousin was killed, I wanted revenge, and in my twisted mind, I thought it was a good idea to get Peter involved. Peter thought it was a good idea to get some connected guys involved. These decisions were made while we were both crushing lines at 3 a.m. in the morning. You know, the best time to make life-changing decisions. So the next day, Peter told me he was going to come pick me up, and we were going to go out to Staten Island and meet up with some guys who could help me get revenge for my cousin's murder. Only when Peter came to pick me up, I was asleep, and that was probably due to having been up all night doing cocaine with him and being on a 2-day bender. Bad problem. Standing up a 1% guy or a connected guy is considered very disrespectful, and I knew this, and this concerned me. I didn't hear or see Peter for like 2 days. I had called him, but he wasn't answering. So in my state of bright ideas, I just went on another bender. Anything to escape reality. But reality is always right around the corner for an addict. I woke up one night to someone knocking on my window. I looked out and it was Peter. I could see that he was inebriated and pissed. I didn't want to let him in, but I did. And it didn't go as planned. I want to say that a healthy me could whip Peter's ass in a one-on-one fight. But this wasn't a healthy version of me, and in a one-on-one fight with a 1%er, it usually doesn't go planned or well for the other person. As soon as I let Peter in, he pulled out a big knife and started to chase me around the room, a very small room with nowhere to run. He got me in a corner and pressed the knife against my neck, and he reminded me of the mistake I made and how I made him look very bad to his brothers and the connected guy, and they needed to be compensated financially, which I kind of agreed with.